Hello and welcome. You're with NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Our top story, well, a big statement by Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. He said that on the lines of Bihar, there should be a caste census in Rajasthan as well. So Ashok Gehlot batting for caste census just months before the crucial state polls. Our senior colleague Harsha Kumari Singh is with us on the phone line. So Harsha, in a sense, the Chief Minister's outreach to the OBC community months ahead of the state polls, and of course saying that, like Bihar, there should be a caste census exercise in Rajasthan as well.
Well, yes, absolutely. I would interpret it as an election pitch, definitely, because, to make an announcement like that just when elections are around the corner is definitely a political outreach there. Of course, the point is that, whether the caste census happens or doesn't happen, there can be a voting, a kind of a counting of who are the people who belong to a certain community, but not when elections are just around the corner. We know that the model code of conduct will come into place. Rajasthan, the government will not have any powers to organize a caste census. So Ashok Gehlot, this big election sort of pitch, I would say, it's definitely, going to help the Congress, I suppose, going into this election. The Gehlot government will not be in a position to organize a caste sort of a count. But definitely by making this announcement just when elections are around the corner, there's a certain political, it's a certain eyeing of political benefit, definitely, by the Chief Minister.
Harsha, thanks so much for joining us with all those details. So battle lines have been drawn in poll-bound Rajasthan, with both the BJP and the Congress eyeing the OBC community there in the state. And the other big political headline, well, it has come as a big setback to Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chaddha in the government bungalow row. Well, a Delhi court has lifted the interim stay on the order of the Rajya Sabha Secretariat to vacate the government bungalow given to Raghav Chaddha. So what it essentially means is that the Rajya Sabha Secretariat can now ask Raghav Chaddha to vacate his government bungalow any time now. Well, this after his request was cancelled a couple of months ago, in fact, and the court has also said today that he's not entitled to the Type 7 bungalow in which he stays. Well, Raghav Chaddha has responded to this particular allegation as well as to the court order. In a sense, he says that the cancellation of the allotment was arbitrary. He was not informed about the cancellation of allotment, and he said that this is all political vendetta and that the exercise is being carried out on BJP diktats. Remains to be seen whether the Rajya Sabha Secretariat asks him to vacate the bungalow anytime soon. So after Rahul Gandhi, now a setback to Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chaddha. And now the big focus. Well, in Sikkim, the death toll in the flash floods has gone up to 40. At least 22 dead bodies have recovered. Rescue operations are underway. Now, this also includes bodies of 7 of the 22 army personnel who were missing as well. The Teesta is flowing above danger levels, but rescue operations are extremely difficult given inclement weather. Saurabh and GD Shankar report from Ground Zero.
Images of destruction are quite clear as you enter the state of Sikkim. The flash flood has left the town of Rangpo in complete ruins. Now, what you see is, of course, what used to be a construction site, what used to also be a parking area for cement mixers, cranes, earth removers, which are all heavy equipment. But all of it seems to have been completely submerged in the slush that the the flash flood waters have left behind here. And of course, the Rangpo town has witnessed the brunt of this flash flood along the banks of the Teesta. As the Teesta's flash flood waters entered the town, most buildings also found themselves completely submerged in the slush and the slurry from the waters that were flowing here, and several people have lost their livelihoods.
A pile of mud and debris in East Sikkim's Rangpo district.
कितने साल से यहाँ पे रह रहे हैं?
71 में पैदा हुआ था, तब से यहीं पे हूँ।
अच्छा, पानी का इतना ये लेवल आप पहले कभी देखा है? 71 के बाद इस लेवल तक पानी?
पैदा होने से पहले आया था बोलता था, लेकिन पैदा होने के बाद कभी नहीं देखा, हम अपने आंखें से कभी नहीं देखा है।
The Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang is visiting the devastated region. He says inferior quality dams made by previous governments are to be blamed.
डैमेज तो मैंने बता चुका है कि बहुत डैमेज हुआ है. इट्स मेजर डैमेज हुआ है. नॉर्थ सिक्किम के डैमेज कितना हुआ है नहीं देख पाए, क्योंकि नॉर्थ सिक्किम हम लोग जा नहीं पाए, क्योंकि कनेक्टिविटी पूरा कट ऑफ है वहाँ पर. पहले हमारा प्रायोरिटी है जितना भी फंसे हुए वहाँ पर टूरिस्ट है, 3000 से ज़्यादा टूरिस्ट, उनको हम लोग पहले निकालेंगे. कि प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट ने जो डैम चुंगथांग में टिस्टा स्टेट थॉट का जो डैम बना वो पूरा डैमेज हो गया, पूरा बर्बाद वॉश आउट हुआ.
Massive operations are underway in North Bengal. Several dead bodies have been washed away there, and even explosives of the Indian Army have washed up. In Jalpaiguri district of Bengal, at least 2 got killed and 4 injured after they picked a mortar shell that had drifted down the Tista from Sikkim. The army has deployed its mountain rescue specialists, tracker dogs and portable radars to look for survivors and the dead.
The Bardang camp of the military is one of the worst affected sites in this Tista flash flood. Several army personnel are still missing and the search operations for these army soldiers are continuing. At Bardang near Singtam, army vehicles are being dug out and stores are being recovered from the debris. Tiranga Mountain Rescue, tracker dogs and special radars have been brought in to assist in the rescue and relief operations here, as several military personnel are still feared missing.
With the government warning about another likely glacial lake burst, getting tourists and locals out of high-risk areas is the top priority now. But the stormy weather and low visibility are adding to the challenges of air and ground rescue. With camera person GD Shankar and Saurabh Gupta in Sikkim, Bureau Report, NDTV.
So, well, while the impact of climate change is real, it could have been avoided, and many are calling it a man-made disaster. Moving now, the ban on the internet in Manipur is extended yet again for another 5 days till October the 11th. It was on the 26th of September, 2 days after the ban was lifted after 143 days, that the Manipur government has suspended the mobile internet services, in fact, data services also yet again. This as a situation on the ground in Manipur is calm but still sensitive. Isolated incidents of violence are still being reported, and the internet ban has been extended yet again. In other news, the government has issued notices to social media platforms X, YouTube and Telegram, warning them to remove child sexual abuse material from their platforms on the internet. Well, the government says they are committed to building a safe and trusted internet. Well, this as the government says that these social media platforms need to be more proactive in filtering down child sex abuse material. The government has also issued notices saying that the firms could lose liability protections temporarily as well if action is not taken. YouTube so far has responded saying that we have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to child sex abuse. The other platforms are yet to respond. And our NDTV investigation now, well, Anurag Dwari, reporting from MP, has unearthed a new medical scam in the poll-bound state. After the Vyapam scam, what's now coming up are ghost nursing colleges. Well, these colleges are without nursing staff and teachers. Take a look at this report to understand the extent and gravity of this particular scam.
This 3-story building located near Bhopal is a nursing college on paper, Savita Institute of Health Science, but the building is completely deserted. There's no lab, no training, no hospital. But records show 4 batches have passed out from this institute. A nursing college on paper, reportedly in the name of an ex-director of medical education in the state and his family members.
देखिए ये एक फ्लैट नुमा है. यहाँ पर फिलहाल लिखा गया है कि जो ऑफिस बंद पाए जाने पर इन नंबरों से संपर्क करें. तो पहले नंबर से हमने संपर्क किया जहाँ पर प्रकाश मिले, जो यहाँ पर फैकल्टी हैं. 2015-16 से इसका सेशन है। आप कॉलेज का बोर्ड देख सकते हैं और फिर आगे आपको दिखाते हैं अपने कैमरा सहयोगी के साथ कि इस तरह के नर्सिंग कॉलेजेस जिसको लेकर मध्य प्रदेश में जो पूरी चिकित्सा शिक्षा व्यवस्था है उस पर सवाल उठ रहे हैं। तो ये एक फ्लैट में अभी तक यहाँ से 4 या 5 बैच निकल चुके हैं जो अलग अलग अस्पतालों में काम कर रहे होंगे। तो आप सोचिए, फ्लैट में हमने घंटी बजाई लेकिन यहाँ कोई है नहीं, लेकिन हमें बताया गया कि अंदर एक कमरा है, 2 छोटे छोटे कमरे हैं और यहाँ से 4 बैच पढ़कर निकल चुके हैं। एक जो बैच है चूँकि अब सीबीआई जांच कर रही है तो 2020 में आखिरी बैच था। ये यहाँ का नोटिस बोर्ड है अलग अलग 2017-18 के। और आपको जानकर हैरत होगी कि ये कॉलेज उस शख्स का है जिस पर मध्य प्रदेश में चिकित्सा शिक्षा का जिम्मा था, यानी जो डायरेक्टर मेडिकल एजुकेशन थे।
Silver Oak Nursing College in Jabalpur operates out of a garage. As per rules, to open a nursing college, there must be at least a 100-bed hospital. A college with 60 students should have an academic building of over 3,200 square feet. There should be a hostel block in which hostel facilities for 30% of students is mandatory. Student to teacher ratio must be 1:10. But all norms went for a toss in the COVID years. In 2020-21, 670 nursing colleges were registered. Though during the pandemic, when beds were sought from these colleges, 34 colleges admitted that their licenses should be cancelled.
टीम में रह के किराए के रूम पे रहते हैं और लोन लेके वो फीस भरते हैं, उसके बाद भी एग्ज़ाम नहीं होते तो उन पर बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर होता है। और ये 4 साल की डिग्री रहती है, लेकिन यहाँ पे अभी हमको 3 साल से ज़्यादा हो चुके हैं, लेकिन अभी तक फर्स्ट ईयर का एग्ज़ाम नहीं हो पाया।
कि वो समय से फर्स्ट और सेकेंड ईयर का प्रमोशन करे और थर्ड ईयर का एग्ज़ाम जितना जल्द हो सके उतना जल्द ले सके। सरकार अपनी हर कोई काम कर रहा है, लेकिन स्टूडेंट के साथ जो ये खिलवाड़ हो रहा है ये बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगी, क्योंकि जो सरकार स्टूडेंट के साथ खिलवाड़ कर रहा है, जब सरकार जो सोच रही है जो स्टूडेंट को जो बुला कर रखे, भांजा भांजियों कह करके बुला कर रखे, ये बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगी। क्योंकि हम लोग जिस अभी सिचुएशन से गुजर रहे हैं, हम लोग का परिवार इतना स्ट्रगल नहीं है जो हम लोग 10 साल तक वेटिंग करें, 5 साल तक वेटिंग करें।
हम लोग का भविष्य दांव पे लगा है, हम लोग अपना फ्यूचर बनाना चाहते हैं ना, तो हम बस शिवराज मामा से ही बस इतनी अपील करते हैं कि हमारी मांगे पूरी करें और बस एग्जाम डिक्लेयर करा दें और एग्जाम करा दें हम लोगों के।
The Madhya Pradesh High Court has ordered a CBI probe into the matter. So far in the investigation, CBI has found out that out of 364 nursing colleges, 180 did not have any staff.
माननीय न्यायालय में क्योंकि ये प्रकरण है, इसलिए इस विषय पर अभी कोई टिप्पणी करना उचित नहीं रहेगा। ये विषय अभी न्यायालय की परिधि में है।
लेकिन आप बच्चों के साथ न्याय होने देंगे?
हम तो बिल्कुल न्याय, हम भी न्याय, कोई बात ही नहीं है। मुख्य मुद्दा ये है कि अभी न्यायालय में प्रकरण है, तो इस विषय में कुछ बोलना उचित नहीं।
Many faculty members are shown as teachers in multiple colleges. NDTV's investigation found that one James Thomas teaches in 10 colleges in Bhopal, Gwalior and Jabalpur and is the principal in few others. 2 other faculty members are shown as teachers in 18 and 15 colleges respectively. Just think, nurses from these ghost colleges who never administered a single drip in their entire training or education serving the patients. This is not a joke, it's a criminal negligence. In Bhopal, with camera person Rizwan Khan, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
So criminal negligence indeed in that poll-bound state. But moving now to the story playing out in the national capital, NDTV has accessed the police FIR in the NewsClick case. Remember, NewsClick has been slapped with the anti-terror law UAPA, and in the FIR, NewsClick has been accused of a conspiracy to disrupt sovereignty and territorial integrity of India. The FIR names NewsClick, the website's founder Prabir Purkayas, and its HR head Amit Chakravarti. So pretty serious allegations there. But for the first time, an anti-terror law registered against a news organization. We'll take a short break now. There's more news on the other side. Welcome back. Heartbreaking news from Syria. A deadly drone attack by suspected Syrian rebels during the graduation ceremony of a military college has killed over 100 people and left nearly 300 injured. It's one of the deadliest drone attacks, and it's left many wounded and families torn apart. Take a look at this report.
A celebration that turned into tragedy on Thursday. A drone attack ripped through the graduation ceremony of a military college in the Homs city of Syria and killed at least 100 people and wounded more than 240. Lieutenant Ibrahim Shaban, a shattered man, as he mourns his fiancée, Raneem Koba. She was killed while attending her brother, Lieutenant Hussein Koba's graduation.
استشهدت هي والدها المرحوم محمد القبي وأختها الصغيرة الطفلة البريئة ريم القبي الله يرحم روحها. وأنا موعدة هي بدي زفة شهيدي، كنت بدي أنا أخطبها بإذن الله زفة شهيدي ورحمة الله تعالى على جميع الشهداء والله كسرت ظهري. هذه مو بس خطيبة، أم وأخت وصديقة وكل شيء. الله يرحم روحها.
According to reports, the Syrian Health Minister Hassan al-Ghabash put the death toll at 80. No one immediately claimed responsibility for the attack. Syria's military said that drones laden with explosives targeted the ceremony as it came to an end. In a statement, the military accused fighters backed by known international forces for the drone attack.
معركة نحن بصراحة تتم مستمرة لحتى نتخلص من هالمسالات ومن المجرمين اللي يعني أرقوا الوطن وسكان الوطن الله أكبر الله أكبر
Syria's retaliation was swift as heavy bombardment was reported in the rebel-held Idlib region. It has been more than 12 years since the Syrian crisis began, when peaceful protests against President Bashar Assad were met with a brutal crackdown. The conflict has killed more than 3 lakh civilians, and even after ISIS's defeat in the country, the situation remained tragic. With Vishal Vivek Usama Shah for NDTV.
What a tragedy there. But moving now to a story of hope against hope. Well, jailed Iranian activist Nargis Mohammadi has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for a fight against oppression of women in Iran and promoting human rights and freedom. She beat Ukrainian President Zelensky, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg and the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres to win the top honor. And well, what a run it has been for the Indian contingent at the Asian Games. On a day, Team India closed in on a century of medals. In the Indian hockey team won a gold as well. It was a 5-star moment as they beat Japan 5-1 in the final. Well, the coach and Harmanpreet Singh joined my colleagues Vimal and Rika on their way back to the village. Take a look.
तो एशियाड में हॉकी में गोल्ड मिला है, भारतीय टीम ने इतिहास कायम किया है। वहां पे हम 100 के पार पहुंच रहे हैं। किसी को उम्मीद नहीं थी, पत्रकारों मुझे भी उम्मीद नहीं थी, रीका को उम्मीद नहीं थी, लेकिन हॉकी टीम ने गोल्ड जीतकर भारतीय जो धड़कन है, जो खेलों की धड़कन है, उसको फिर से तेज कर दिया है। और इस वक्त रीका हमारे साथ दोनों जो विक्टोरियस कैप्टन और विक्टोरियस कोच है, वो दोनों एक बस में सफर कर रहे हैं। हम विक्ट्री वाली जो बस है उसमें जा रहे हैं। क्रेग, वेलकम टू द शो एंड हरमनप्रीत, आपका बेहद स्वागत है। मैं और रीका हमारे साथ है। रीका, आप पहले आप इन दोनों से सेलिब्रेशन दिखाएं। हम आप एनडीटीवी के दर्शकों के साथ।
It's a big moment for, I understand, all of you and for all of us back home in India. We are also joining in with you in this moment. Craig, talk to us a little bit about clinching the gold medal, and clearly you have helped them gain a sort of control and clarity by which they have scored 68, as many as 68 goals this time around.
Yeah, so it's good to win the final, and with the qualification for Paris sealed, it's been a great tournament for everyone. So we're really proud of this, and wanted to create a bit more belief in the hockey environment, and I think we've done that. So really proud of the boys and Harman and the team.
So what a victory there. And in fact, Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik also interacted with the winning team there, the men's team at the Asian Games, and congratulated them for their absolutely stellar performance.
Gold medal at the Asian Games.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I also understand that you are now qualified for the Olympics.
Absolutely remarkable performance there. That's all the time that we have on this bulletin. Goodbye. Keep watching.